Hey, my name is Eric.
And my name is Megan, and we are the founders of Life Bloom.
Yeah, everybody, welcome to our first YouTube video. And in this video, we're actually going to be showing you all the behind the scenes of how we sand and seal and basically prepare our concrete vessels before we pour the candles into them.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be featuring 3 of the candles that we offer. First is the Burning Wood, then the Parting Clouds, and the Abundant Valley candle.
Yeah, so throughout this whole journey, we do typically get a lot of questions around our candle making process, our vessel making process. So, we're going to show you a lot today. So if you have any questions about it, put some questions in the comment section. And also, if you like the video and if you learned something, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also like the video for future content.
Absolutely, so let's get started.
Part of our first bloom collection. So this is the final result. You have a little bit of pigmentation.
That can happen, right? And what's the cause of that?
This pigmentation can happen sometimes. This happens when you have a little bit of clumps of concrete that get settled at the bottom of the mold. They can sometimes attach themselves onto the mold. Yeah. So yeah, but that's totally normal. You can always clean off the mold.
It's part of the handmade process, right?
Exactly. Nothing.
And also, if you, another thing to highlight is the fact that, as you can see, all of these vessels are completely going to be unique because of those little tiny imperfections that might come up. So all of the candles will have their own little flair to them.
Absolutely.
ASMR. You're saying a little bit about how this vessel shape, we're eventually going to be phasing it out.
Yep.
What for you is the reason why you really love the other shape that we are planning on transitioning into? Why make that choice as a business?
I think the quality of the mold just produces better vessels compared to this mold. See, the shape is okay for this mold, but you'll be seeing the other mold, the shapes out of the other mold. I think they're a lot better. These ones give you sort of like a matte finish, whereas the other molds are going to be a lot more smoother when you take the vessels out.
Yep.
So I think even just the shape itself, I think it's just a lot better, just because of the way it was designed. So there is that. So I'm going to be showing you that other mold here. So this is the 9 ounce. You can see how it looks like. Again, Modern Craft Labs. Shout out to Modern Craft Labs for such a beautiful vessel or mold.
One of the things about this mold that I really love is the sort of rounded bottom to it.
Yes.
I think that it really does give a more modern and minimalist look. It's a lot more simple and beautiful for me, which is why I'm really excited that we're going to be using this mold. Wow, that turned out so good.
Yeah, so you can see the difference between both molds, right? Kind of like you said, this one has that rounded, almost like shape at the bottom. This one is more of a straight edge, right?
Yep.
And then this one, if you look at the top, you have more of a more rigid kind of like ridge. Here you more have like a rounded ridge. So again, between the two, I think we love this better.
Yeah, we love this.
And that's why we're gonna be transitioning all our life, first bloom candles to this shape right here.
Yeah. So now what are we working with?
Now we're in the 18 ounces. These are probably going to be the most difficult ones to unmold, but again, just put your back into it and you'll be okay.
Is that what you do?
Yes, that's what I do.
Yeah, you just put your back into it.
Yes. but you'll see pretty much same shape, just a bigger size. Again, this mold gives us 18-ounce vessels.
Absolutely.
So, which is twice the size of the 9-ounce.
It's moments like this that I appreciate even greater how the time and love that goes into our candles, because that did not look easy at all.
No, it's not easy at all. Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
I also just want to highlight how incredibly beautiful each of these vessels are. So now what are we working with here?
So again, same thing, just unmolding the 2 ounces, same shape, but these are going to be smaller, and these are going to be giving us the 2-ounce size.
Very nice. If you had to pick which of the sizes is your either easiest or most favorite one to unmold, what would you pick?
I'll definitely go with the 9-ounce because it just fits in the hand really easily. It's just like the same size of your hand, compared to the 2-ounce, which is a little too small, and then the 18-ounce is also
A little too big.
So 9 ounces are always the ideal size for working with, you know. But our customers want all the sizes, so we gotta make them all.
It's sort of like the sizes that we offer in terms of the molds that we use kind of reminds me of like a small, medium, large kind of concept.
Yes.
In the sense that depending on like what you're looking for on any given day, you may choose a small, whether it's a price decision or you like little tiny things, or if you know you're having a hard time deciding. I know for me, I often go for a medium when I am having difficulty choosing my size. And then of course with the 18-ounce vessel, as you all can see, it's a showstopper, and sometimes we want that big size. So each size definitely has its place as part of the collections that we offer.
So and now that we just finished unmolding the vessels from the molds, the next part of the process is to sand and seal the vessels. As you see, I got my gloves on here. Again, I want to make sure I'm protected. So we're going to be using a sander. This is our Ryobi sander. No affiliations to Ryobi, by the way. We just love this sander because it's wireless. It's easy to use for us in our small studio. So yeah, this is what we're going to be using.
But Ryobi, if you want to sponsor us.
If you want to sponsor us, Ryobi, feel free. Yeah, just hit us up. The next part of this process is we're going to be sealing our vessels. Again, these are the vessels, we just prepared them. We're going to be using a sealant. This is a non-toxic sealant actually that we use for our vessels. Yeah, let's show you the process.